Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be talking about the ships of 2022. Which ships are most likely going to come out, which ones are possible, and which ones are actually unlikely. But who knows, there's still a little bit of hope, right? So let's get started, guys. Let's talk about the likely ship, and obviously these ones are going to be easy. Those are either teased on the roadmap. And the first one is, of course, the Consolidated Outland Gravlev bike. Not much is known about it apart from the infamous gift, or so-called gift. Thank you, CIG, for the wonderful picture that we got during the 12 Days of Luminella event last year. Well, obviously, we know it's going to be coming very soon, right? Because there's been a rework for the Gravlev's vehicle in 3.16, and to celebrate that, a new Gravlev vehicle will be appropriate. I think it's going to come in 3.16.1. No news about the price, but we should expect it to be around the other prices of other Gravlev's vehicles, around the $35 to $45-ish. Probably the higher tier would be 45, right? So not that expensive, but a great LTI token. Next, it's going to be probably the Hull A. The Hull A scheduled for Star Citizen Alpha 3.17. It will mark the debut of the Hull series from MISC. Priced at, well, not that expensive. Originally, it was priced at $80 as a standalone ship, $60 for the original price, so they've got a little bit of an increase here. Cargo capacity of 48 SCU, so a little bit more than a Cutlass. It's going to be good at nothing except for trading, obviously, light cargo, right? So you're gonna be able to carry a little bit more than a Cutlass, obviously, for a little bit cheaper. Why not, right? Why not? If that's what you want to do, you want to get an entry level trader. What I hope is that this ship is going to be a little bit faster than the Cutlass. The Cutlass goes at around 900-ish meters per second. We don't have the specificities, the top speed yet of the Hull A, but to make it better than the Cutlass, because the Cutlass is obviously better armed, right? To make it more attractive, it would have to be faster, and maybe it would have to have better shields, so not just one shield, right? Because that's always a problem when you have one shield. But here it seems that according to the specs, it does have indeed one small bulwark ship from Basilic, so it's not going to be fantastic either. So it's going to be your choice, right? Next, we are also going to have the Hull C. The Hull C was originally scheduled for 3.16. It's obviously going to be reworked. It will probably come back when we are going to have the Cargo Refactor, which is also scheduled for this year. The Hull C is a whole new other fish here, with a scheduled capacity of 4,608 SCU. It's going to be the biggest cargo hauler of the verse. It's not going to be able to land when its cargo racks are going to be deployed, so you're going to have to make use to the docking facilities from station to station, and this is why we need to have the Cargo Refactor, so that we can use the cargo centers at the stations, maybe pick some cargo at some of the outposts, drop them at the station, and then with the Hull C we'll take them from one place, from one station to another station next to another planet, and then from the cargo center pick up the cargo boxes and drop them off at the station. Maybe everything is going to have to be physicalized, so we're going to have to all do that manually. That's what I believe is going to happen here. So it's really going to be the bulk transport ship for really large amount of cargo, and it's going to be some really interesting gameplay. I think that cargo hauling is going to be completely different this year, and the Hull C is going to symbolize that. Originally it was priced at $200, but if you want to buy it now, when it comes on sale, it's going to be $350, so quite a bump in price. Next, I think that the Vulture is going to make it the long-awaited salvage ship, with a cargo capacity of 12 SCU, but I don't know how much salvage capacity you're going to be able to carry with this ship, though. Originally priced at $120, it was bumped at $140, and it is going to come when salvage is going to be operational. We still don't know exactly when that is going to be, because it was taken off the roadmap, put it on again. Right now it's on 3.8 2018, just like the whole sea actually. But again, the roadmap has not been updated yet, so we should expect to get some changes possibly whenever they're going to reschedule their year, which is going to happen this month, and we're going to see some of the changes next time we're going to have a roadmap update. All right, so these are the ships that I believe are going... Oh, I forgot one. Oh, Amirographer is going to kill me. Of course, there's going to be the Scorpius. Now, what is the Scorpius? I forgot. It was one of the latest concept sales, and not straight to flyable, but within a year it's actually not bad. It is a heavy fighter from RSI. It looks like an X-Wing. It's super cool, and it has a lot of guns. The pilot is going to have access to 4 guns on each of the wings, plus it will have a turret that will be piloted by, I believe, a co-pilot, and the turret will be able to move around the ship, so that's pretty cool. Originally sold at $200 with fresh money. It was eventually sold at $220 because there's always a little bump there, and well, it's going to come out also normally in 3.17, but it's possible that there is going to be a delay because inside Star Citizen we've always seen white box phase, so it will be we're gonna have to see if the devs have eventually gotten to work fast on this ship or if it takes a little bit longer. My guess is that there's going to be a delay, probably for 3.318, but I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I'll be very happy. Alright, so these are the ships that are most likely going to come out in 2022. Let's talk about the ships that are maybe coming out in 2022. Of course, those are a little bit more difficult to predict, but I think that one of the ships that is likely to come this year, or at least possible, is the Drake Corsair. It's been heavily teased in the past expo with some holographic models, and it doesn't require much tech to be done except for time and commitment, because everything already exists when it comes to Drake design. It's just maybe it's another exploration ship, type of constellation competitor, so the marketplace is a little bit oversaturated right now, but it has a lot of guns, and it is going to be super cool to be flying, and it just looks very cool as well. What I think is that they're just waiting for Paro to come out, because Drake obviously, right, is more like a manufacturer for parrots, and Paro is the ultimate parrot system that we're gonna have for a while. So I think that if Paro comes out this year, it's going to be likely accompanied with the Drake Corsair, but I also believe that CIG are going to be pushing for ships that are going to be selling well and bring a positive image, or at least some positivity for the community. So that's why I think that 2022 will mark a year in which CIG will try to push for the Corsair. A pretty expensive ship, originally sold at $195. The last time it was sold, it was at $215, and it is going to be coming with 2 size 2 shield generators, so much better than the size of the single size 2 of the Cutlass, obviously, and a lot of guns, guys, a lot of guns. 4 size 5 gimbaled gimbals, which is amazing. 2 size 4 gimbals as well as 2 size 2 minor turrets, and a couple of remote turrets as well. It is very armed to the teeth, and people are afraid that's gonna be a little bit OP. I think that it's going to be the evil equivalent of the Redeemer, in my opinion. Next, I think that if Rhodes and the Reavers are coming this year, it will be accompanied by the Ranger, because of course, why wouldn't we have Rhodes without a motorcycle to go on a road trip with it? I'm just speculating here, but at the same time, we know that they've been working on Rhodes and Rivers, and if they come this year, why not celebrating this release with a vehicle that's going to be awesome on those roads? And that's why the Ranger will be coming out there. Again, there isn't much limitation when it comes to the Ranger other than time, commitment, and why not? I think the Roads and Rivers will be a great selling point for this ship. People would buy just to try it on roads, and I think that it would make sense. It's a pretty cheap vehicle here. Originally sold at $30, it went up to $35, so it's not gonna bring much money to CIG to release this ship, but nevertheless I think that it will bring some excitement, so why not? And finally, the last ship that I think will probably come this year is going to be the Banu Merchantman. They've already started teasing about the production of the ship last year in the last episode of Inside Star Citizen, and I believe that this is going to be the ship that they will be selling, or at least getting ready either for CitizenCon, if not for the Intergalactic Expo at the end of next year. Because they always try to get a big seller, something that is worth a lot of money that people will want to buy en masse. Originally sold back in those days in 2013 at $250, the price has gone up to $550. So if you have bought an original Banu Merchantman with LTI, congratulations, you spared a lot of money, and that was a very good investment. And massive ship. I think the cargo capacity originally was 2,800 SU of cargo, and it will be able to land unlike the Hull C, so you'll be able to buy massive amounts of cargo and trade from one place to another with this huge ship. It's going to be the big money maker for traders, but you're gonna have to manually unload and load those cargo boxes too, so that will definitely take a time. Now let's talk about the ships that will probably not come this year, but we can still have a little bit of hope. So we're gonna have the first one here, which is, in my opinion, the RSI Polaris. Now, we know that CIG have worked on the Polaris. It's obviously a very popular corvette for a lot of players. It's going to be massive with a lot of torpedoes. The problem with the Polaris is that it heavily relies on crew. And basically, to crew a Polaris right now, you would need more than half a server, which is really ridiculous. So that's why I think that we're not going to see the Polaris until server meshing is in and until the player cap is has risen a little bit, because probably you would want a fight with a Polaris versus another Polaris, right? And for that, we need to increase the player cap. Plus, you need to maybe have a couple of extra fighters on the side. It's just right now, the servers are not capable of handling that, and that's why they're probably halting the Polaris until we get server meshing. But it's possible we could eventually get server meshing by the end of this year, which would imply the release of Pyro and perhaps a higher player count. But again, don't get your hopes high too much for that one. Next, the other ship that I will probably not come, but we never know, could be the Genesis Starliner. That would be a fantastic surprise. I don't really get my hopes that high again for that ship, but they are working on passenger missions. It's going to be a feature this year. It's on the roadmap, so the ultimate ship to carry passengers is the Genesis Starliner. It's also Jared's favorite ship. That's what he always says. So maybe he's pushing for the devs to release that ship, and it would be a fantastic addition for the end of this year. But again, I don't think so. Now, the last one that I don't think will come out this year, but we never know because we've seen that they've been working on it on the roadmap, is also the Odyssey that was sold during the expo this year, the massive expedition ship from Misk that is self-sufficient. We've seen Jax McLary going to Pyro with an Odyssey, and we had a little teaser said Jax will be back. Will he be back with the Odyssey? That would be fantastic, and surely it would be great for those who have bought this ship. And if we have Pyro this year, a fantastic ship indeed to explore this new system in the Star Citizen universe. So there we have it, guys. These are the ships that I think will come out this year, will have a chance of coming this year. Oh, will have probably no chance of coming this year, but we never know, right? So, but let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Did I miss anything? Would you have changed that list? I would like to know. This is to get to win two things here. If you are a subscriber of the channel in public setting, we have first a Spartan with LTI and also a Raft with LTI as well. So good luck to everyone out there. If you want to support the channel furthermore on Patreon or via the YouTube Join membership program, you'll have access to my Discord channel where we have a giveaway there as well, a cutlass still given by Dr. Forbin. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Thank you to Dr. Forbin and Eric Oln. It's the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.